Hey everybody, hope you're having an awesome Friday night. I see Eagles Scout. Kiko, hey, how are you? Hope all's well. Good to see you. So I am on just for a few minutes tonight, guys. I am sketching. Just taking a break from some New York City sketching to do some Maine sketching. So that's what I'm working on, just really quick here. Hope you had a great day. Hey, I see S Clabo 11. Hopefully I said that right over on Instagram. Hope all's well. I apologize if I said that wrong. So this scene I'm sketching is inspired or ink-spired. See what I did there? Ink-spired. Um, from Boothbay Harbor up in Maine. One of my most favorite places that I've been to. Love it, love it. So we have a harbor bait kind of place happening here. In the background we have a really beautiful church going on. So I thought it'd be cool just take a break from my New York City sketches and just kind of go up north a little bit. I'm thinking about summer and I love to visit Maine in the summertime, so I thought it'd be fun just to some sketching. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments. Love it. I gotta love it on there. Thank you so much. So we have some people watching on Insta, some people on Facebook. No YouTubers yet. What the heck? We gotta get some YouTubers on there. You guys are doing awesome. So I am just using a Sharpie right now. I love to sketch with Sharpies. And this is Fabriano 1264 cold press watercolor paper. And I just like the texture on here. I might throw down some color, maybe not tonight, probably not tonight. But I like to use the Sharpie because if I go to throw down some ink on top or watercolor, it won't bleed. So that's why I usually start with a Sharpie. Hope you guys are doing well out there in, I was gonna say TV land, but it's not really TV land, is it? Social media land? The intrawebs? What do we call it? Whatever it's called. My brain, I'm a little tired. It's been a long day, a good day, but a long day. But I wanted to end my night sketching because it's just a great way for me to wind down and just, you know, get my mind kind of cleared and ready to go to sleep. Let's see, we got a bunch of like containers, or barrels kind of stacked up and containers over here. So let's just kind of stack up Some boxes here. Make it really quick. This will be a fun one to add some color to. And I'll just add some bright colors and pop out some elements. Let's just show we got a building here. We got some kind of window happening. My Sharpie is kind of dying, so some of the lines are really super light. I hope you guys can see it. Zoom in, might be better. Ta-da, that's better. Kiko says amazing. Kiko, thank you. Kiko, you are amazing. Kiko is one of my buddies. He is just awesome. Kiko, I'm so glad you're watching. Are you sketching? Are you sketching along with me? Cool. So we have a dock kind of happening here with these piers coming up out of the water. We have a lot of, one of the things I like to show on these docks is the kind of cross bracing that's happening here. Gives us a sense of structure. You know, these old docks have been added onto over time. There's some kind of wood beams kind of happening inside there. It's pretty cool. I'm digging the church in the background. Let's just see, we have some windows kind of happening here. And notice for the windows, I'm just kind of coloring, shading in some areas here just to give the idea that we have windows going on. Right, I'm not really sketching to capture amazing detail. I'm sketching to capture just an overall feeling of what's happening here. So I can be really quick, fast, loose. I don't need to focus on every single line being perfect, because that would drive me cray-cray. When I do my architecture work, that's where my drawings need to be perfect and precise, and that I use CAD, you know, software to do that. Back in the good old days, I drew everything by hand. But these are just meant to be kind of fun, wonky sketches. I got some kind of house happening back here. That's all I'm going to show of that house right here. Boom. Not even going to draw it all. What else do you want to show? Got some kind of conveyor belt thingy happening back here. Looks like maybe some kind of sorting machine. Maybe they dumped the fish in there, and I'm not even sure actually. I should learn what this machine is. Let's see, and we get the dock kind of comes across here a little bit. And we're just going to add some more, another layer here of some structure happening. I'm going to pull some of this out a little bit darker. So I'm going to just go back over it with my Sharpie, just to pull out some of the lines here. We have a ladder, we have another ladder here happening. Ta-da, there you go. So cool. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see kind of the overview of what's going on. There you go. I'm going to just add some hatch lines here. Start creating some ideas of maybe some shadows going on. This is an opening, a big open doorway with like a sliding barn door kind of over here. Doing that. Awesome. See, I'm going to just give a little bit of indicate we have some windows happening here. I kind of like that my Sharpie is running out of ink because it's forcing me to be even looser by going back over some of the lines I drew. But I'm not trying to trace exactly on top. I don't care if they're off and they're a little wavy and wonky. That's perfect. So sometimes sketching with a marker or a pen or a Sharpie that's running out of ink could be helpful for me to create that very loose feel. Let's see, we got some barrels or something happening here. This would be really fun to add just pops of color. Maybe punch these barrels out a little bit here in this area. What else do I want to sketch that I see here? Kind of have a shed roof happening back in here. Let's do a little shed roof. The shed roof is right here, just this one angle, one pitch, going back. This here is a gable roof, right? It comes up and then back down. That's called a gable. Probably, I'm guessing gable might be the most common roof type. So there you go. Awesome. Way in the distance, I see some power lines kind of happening back in here. We got a electric pole here kind of going on. Yeah, I'm liking the scene. And I'll zoom out. Awesome. Let that sit for a second. I just want to check check online here. I'm gonna check one of my settings. Let me know if you have any questions, anybody that's watching. I'd love to hear from you. And I'm actually just open Facebook for a second. I just want to share something in my stream here. All right, cool. All right, I'm back. So this is how this is looking. I'll zoom in, you can see it closer, see some of the texture, you can see how loose the lines are. A lot of waviness going on here. I love doing these kinds of little things like these windows, just these little, just throwing in some lines like that, and you get the sense of what it is without creating a lot of detail. New Orleans, oh awesome, we got New Orleans. Am I saying right? New Orleans in the house. That's awesome. Love to know where people are watching from. It's so fun. Yeah. And then this sign, we're just going to write the word bait. We'll put bait on there. It's kind of bait shop. So we got a B. So one of the things I really want to work on in my architectural sketching is lettering and writing signs. So I just thought about that the other day. Like, what is an area I can work on and continue to develop and make even better? And I think it's signage for me and lettering. So I'm going to be practicing that. And you might see me live sketching and just practicing sometimes. I definitely want to get better at it. This is looking cool. Let's add some more shading. It's kind of dark under here, so I'm going to just do some hatch lines like this. It's a great way to kind of add some depth, some shadows. Now let's do some kind of diagonal bracing here as well, just to give a little more interest. I love looking at old docks, old piers, and just seeing over the years how they've tried to shore it up, add pieces here and there. It's really, really cool and interesting to see. For sure. Hey, KG Bean joined. Hey, KG. KJ. Yeah, it's been a long day. KJ, great to see you. Awesome. It's always fun seeing you guys pop in here. A lot of new names. Feel free to say hello and let me know where you're watching from. So I'm here in New Jersey. I think we're expecting a little bit of snow here tonight. So one of the things I'm going to show, I want to show some of the siding on this building. So it's actually vertical planks. Think of like an old barn. So I'll zoom in as I'm sketching, you can see a little bit closer. Again, we're going for loose, wonky, wavy. I'm going to hold my Sharpie towards the back rather than up front like this. If I hold it up front, I'm going to try to... my lines will be very controlled. Very, very straight. So I'm going to hold it back so it's a little bit looser in my grip. And I get more just kind of wavy lines happening. Kind of see there, and I call these dash dot lines or Morse code lines. They're kind of, so you have a line here, and a dash, and line. They're broken, and I like that because it adds to the loose, sketchy look of it rather than being really clean. Let's add some shading under the overhang here. So I'm just gonna go and do this angled cross hatching like that. This is a big hopper type thing in the front of the building, a machine. I'm probably gonna add some color to this, and that'll pop out a little bit. So right now it's kind of all just blending together, but once I add color, you'll see it better. But I don't think that's gonna happen tonight. I'm just gonna stay with the Sharpie for now. Get some corner boards happening on the buildings right there on this structure. Out a little bit. Yeah, I like the way this is looking, actually. I kind of like the busyness of it. Kind of busy here. I'm going to leave this just open space. I'm not even going to fill this in here. In reality, we have some kind of metal structures going here. Looks like maybe a mast. Oh, we can see a mast here of a boat. But I'm going to leave this all white and blank to kind of balance out with the busyness that's happening here. So we have this blank space, we have the busyness going on here. So that's a nice way to balance it out. I could honestly even leave this part out here if I wanted and crop it. And I'm going to add some of that siding, some of that vertical planking on this building back here. Yep, my pen is definitely drying out. I keep saying pen, I guess they're really markers. My marker's drying out. Which I'm liking the aesthetic of it, so it's really working well. There we go. So just added some planking to that. And I want to pull this edge out, so I'm just going to go back over the line here. I don't need to go trace it exactly. Just want to darken that up a little bit so it pulls out. So if I zoom out, let's see what it looks like. There we go. That might be a wrap on this one for tonight. Let me know if there's any final questions or comments. You can always leave them in the chat. I appreciate it. If you're on YouTube, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Yeah, and share it. That would be cool. Facebook, like it and share it. That would be so cool. And Instagram, I don't think you can't really share it, right? But you can like it. If you want to like it on Instagram, that'd be awesome. So let me zoom in. I'll just show you what I did here. So my original hatching was diagonal this way, and I just came back with some vertical, just to give it a little more depth to it. Have a good sleep. Brilliant. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching and sharing your time here. Awesome. Good stuff. Ta-da. Alright guys, so that is a wrap on this one. I may come back and add color tomorrow over the weekend. We'll see. I'm kind of liking the black and white right now. So rather than rushing in and just throwing down some color, we'll leave it black and white. Give me a little time to process it. Alright, so hope you enjoyed this quick sketch. Ink-spired by Boothbay Harbor in Maine. Place that has my heart. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Keep paying it forward with positivity. And yeah, thanks guys. Peace and live creatively. I will see you soon. Thank you everybody for joining in. Have a great night. Take care. I'm looking for the finish button. There it is. Right there. Right. Nope. There. Good night, guys. Take care. Thanks again.